Hello everyone, I want to welcome you back to this session. Remember, this is an extension, it's a continuation from the previous lesson. The previous lesson was about religion, and this is an extension. So we want just to pick up from where we left, because there are so many words, there are so many vocabularies in religion, and I saw it good that we have at least 2 sessions in this topic. Now we go direct to sign some other vocabularies in religion that we did not sign in the previous lesson. So number 1, you remember how we did the word holy? We used H, holy, and we did, for example, Holy Spirit. So our first word here is the holy book. The holy book. So you'll sign holy, then book. So the holy book. The holy book. The next one is commandment. Commandment, the 10 commandments. You use C, that's C. You remember where we did our Bible. You articulate 3 times commandment, like that. Commandment. If you make 2 times, it becomes constitution. The Constitution of Kenya. Commandment you make 3 times. You articulate at least 3 times. So commandment, like that, commandment. The next one is law. The law of Moses, the law of God. So use L, law. You can either use either of the hands, law or law. Another sign for law is this one, law or law. So choose the one you are comfortable with. The next one is disciple. The disciple of Jesus. The disciple. The 10 disciples. You use D. This is D. We are going to use this D for disciple. We are going to use this F for followers. And we are going to use A for apostles. So articulation is the same. Same direction, same articulation. The word disciple, we use D for dog. The word followers, we use F. And the word apostle, we use A. So this is how we sign. Disciples, disciples, disciples. The way they are following Jesus. So this is disciples. Disciples, disciples. The word apostle, we use A. Apostle, apostles. The word followers, we use F, like this. So this to follow someone, like this, to follow. So followers, follow, then person. So followers, the followers, disciples, apostles. That's how we sign those 3 words. The next one here is idol. King David worshipped the idol. So idol is this one. You draw this idol, idol. This one is idol. This one, idolatry. This one. The next one is image. Use I and you show here like this, the image. We were created in the image of God. So this is the word image. This image. Just draw your face using I. That's image. The next one here is Satan. Satan, the devil, and evil is signed the same. So you want to refer to Satan, you want to talk about the devil, you want to talk about the evil spirits, sign the same. So this sign, this one, you put it here like this, then you do this. Like this. So this is the devil, Satan, or evil spirit. So don't say evil spirit. This word alone, it means evil spirit, the devil, or Satan. The next one is service, to serve others. Service, like this, to serve. Service, to serve others. Service, that's service, to serve others. The next one is the parable. Jesus used parables mostly when he was teaching. So the parable like this. Story, this is the story or parable. So the parable of the friend at midnight, or midnight. So you want to talk about the parable of the friend at midnight. The parable of the friend. This is how we say friend. So the parable of the friend at midnight. This midnight and this night. So this midnight. The next one is the priest. Priest, in the context of the Catholics, we have two types of priests: the Old Testament priests and the current priests. So the Old Testament priests are signed like this. Use this one like this. The priests, the Old Testament priests, like this. The current priests are signed like this. The white color that's here. So this one. So just show like this. So this priest or pastor. Sometime, some other places, more especially like when you go to Nyangoma, School for the Deaf, it's in the other side, the western part of Kenya. So they sign priests like this. So that's why I said all these signs are acceptable in sign language, and we use all of them. So priest like this, priest or pastor, like that. The next one here is the bishop. Bishop, just like this. Bishop. This is bishop. Pope, the Catholic Pope. The Catholic Pope, use this one. Find the white cape that he puts here. So that is Pope. Just show you here like this. Pope. So that's Pope. This is bishop. The next one is the saints. Saint Paul. The saints are in heaven. So you make S. How you articulate the word holy? Holy was like this using H. So saints or saint, you sign like this. Saint Paul. So this is saint. The saints. That's how we sign saint. Some people sign like this, saints. But I want to encourage you to use this one, saint. The next one, now we want to talk about Saint Paul. Paul is signed like this, Paul or Paul. So Saint Paul or Saint Paul. The next one is Peter. Peter, the apostle of Jesus. Peter has two signs. One is this one, like this, near the ear, like this, Peter. Or the way he cut off the ear when Jesus was arrested. So you cut the ear like this. So this Peter or Peter. Simon Peter, of course. Next one, Israel or Israelites community. The Israelites, like this. 2 times, 1, 2. The Israelites or Israel as a country. Jerusalem, remember, is the capital city of Israel. So Jerusalem, you make J, then house. Remember, this is the sign for house. This one's house. So J, house. That's Jerusalem. So Jerusalem, like that. So J, like that. So Jerusalem. The next one is Jacob. Jacob, the son of Isaac. Jacob. You make J, then like that. So Jacob. That's the sign for Jacob. J, like that. J, then. So that's the sign for Jacob. The next one is Moses. Moses is the one in the Bible. The one who rescued the Israelites from Egypt. Like this. Moses. This is Moses. The next one, Aaron, the brother to Moses. Aaron, remember Aaron was a high priest. So Aaron, you use both hands. A for Aaron, and you draw it like this. So this one is Aaron. This one is Aaron. Next one is Abraham. Abraham is given the sign name from the action when he wanted to sacrifice Isaac. So the way he wanted to knife him like this, and the angel from nowhere, it stopped him by holding his hand. So this is Abraham. Abraham, this is the sign for Abraham, like you want to knife Abraham. That's Abraham. Noah, you remember Noah and the ark. So this is the ark. So Noah, you use N. So this is Noah, the sign for Noah. Noah and the ark. So this is Noah. N, you put on the ark, then you articulate like that. So that's Noah. The next one is King. King David, King Solomon. King, we use K. Remember empire, we used E. And we did like this, empire. King, we use K. And we do the same, king. So you want to talk about King David. David, you use D. Across again. So this is David. So, King David. Solomon, S. Across, like that. So you want to talk about King Solomon. Or King David. That's how we sign them. Those are their sign names. They are given those signs. The next one is Samson. You remember Samson in the Bible? The strongest person in the Bible. Very strong, energetic. So we give him the sign name from the muscles he had here. So you use S from here up to here. So this is Samson. Samson, you remember Samson and Delilah? So this is Samson. Samson. The next one is Adam. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Same articulation, same place of articulation. A for Adam and E for Eve. We articulate from here. So Adam, 2 times. Adam, E for Eve. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Sometimes people sign Adam referring to the one in the Bible like this. Like this, Adam. But this is Adams. Adams Arcade. A place in Nairobi along Gong Road. This is Adams for a place. But Adams in the Bible should be here. Adams, Adam and Eve. The next one, we are almost done. The next one is carpentry. Carpentry, a carpenter. Carpentry, the way they hold the plane like this. That's carpentry. This carpentry. So if you want to form a carpenter, you just add a person. So carpentry, and this one is carpenter. This carpentry. How do you sign carpenter? A carpenter like this, then person. So we want to refer to Joseph, the father, the forefather of Jesus. His sign name is derived from the word carpenter. He was a carpenter. So you make J, then you add carpentry. That is Joseph. So we go J, just like that. Again, that's the sign name for Joseph, the forefather of Jesus. The next one is the Pharisees. The Pharisees were religious groups among the Jewish community. The one who believed they were closer to God. So this is how we give them the sign name. And we give them the sign name from how they appeared. Their appearance, the physical appearance. They used to put on clothes that will cover up to here like this. They used to look like this. So Pharisees, we signed them like this. Like this. Like this. Just like this. So these are the Pharisees. Sometimes people use P like this. So you can use this one. They used to tie something around here. So this is Pharisees or the Pharisees like this. The scribes, remember the scribes were also part of the Jewish group that were mostly writers. Scribes, we use S. So the way we did the Pharisees, we just bring it like here, like this. So these are the scribes. So Pharisees and scribes. Remember, I've said the Pharisees has how many signs? 2 signs. So one is this one, and the next one is this one. Scribes S. These are the scribes. The next one is the word John the Baptist, the one who baptized Jesus. So the word Baptist alone, to baptize alone, is this one. The way they dip you in the water and bring you out. So this one 2 times. 1, 2. So that's to baptize. 1, 2 to baptize. Sometimes baptize, especially in the Catholics, is signed like this. The way they pour the water when they are baptizing in the Catholic churches. So baptism is like this, either like this or like this. These are regional signs, and we have to accommodate all of them. So we want now to sign John the Baptist. You sign J, then you add baptism, like that. So John the Baptist, like that. That is his sign name. The next one is tax. Kenya Revenue Authority, the taxes. Pay tax and stay safe. Pay the taxes. Tax. Like this. This one. So this to tax. To tax someone. You are being taxed. You are maybe paying the VAT. Pay as you earn. So this is the tax. So to collect. To collect like this. To collect. To collect. So I want us to sign tax collector, like the ones in the Bible, the tax collector, the tax collector. So tax collector, the word collect, then you add a person, collect, then person. So tax collectors, tax collector or collectors. The next one, of course, we are summarizing. We are almost through. This is the third last word, which is fasting. You want to fast. You want to take yourself to be closer to God. You are near God, so you want to avoid involving in eating or just having enough time to talk to God, to meditate yourself. Fasting, to fast. F. You close the mouth. F. Then this one's given from the action that you don't eat when you are fasting. So fasting is F. Like that. Next is celebration. Celebration, to celebrate. Celebration like this. You see when people are celebrating in the normal life situation, like that. So this celebration, to celebrate. To celebrate like this. To celebrate. So this celebration. Celebration. So the last word is Easter. Easter Monday, Easter Sunday. You make the word is E. Then you articulate the way we did celebration. So Easter. Easter like this. Easter, you want to talk about Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday. Easter Monday. We learned already days of the week. So Easter Monday. This Easter. Easter Sunday. Now, these are the collected vocabularies in religion number 2. Remember, we did the previous topic was also about religion. So this was an extension, as I said during introduction. So these are the few selected words in this topic. Remember, we have a lot to cover in the Bible. See you in the next lesson, and remember that you go through these lessons so oftenly to master the language. In case of any problem, channel to me. I'm there for you. See you in the next lesson.